mark and doesn't get caught off. Easy to do so in that position, certainly with the smoke down, it's menacing. Reveals the other side, Olaf finds it, steps out, Flamey gone. Just to note, Flamey's gone.
Yeah, no ace this time it seems, as Edward will try and bring the frag back in their favor. It's a 4 versus 2 now with Zeus and Electronic to pick up the pieces, but Zeus completely removed from the equation there, and now it's just Electronic trying to find anything he can at this point. 3 versus 1, 15 HP. That damage alone should confirm things, and Nico with a decent backstab there as we Faze picking up that first pistol of the series. Heads towards the A side. It's actually open right now. It's Rain and CT spawn, but he can steal a plan away here. Absolutely. I don't think Rain will justify the push in. Even if he does, he's greeted with a Desert Eagle bullet from hell. They're trying to wallbang him now, and Simple actually has a chance here.
He just barely got to the gun, but I don't know if he's going to be spotted. He somehow gets away. No peek from Guardian. He thought the push might be coming aggressively. This situation suddenly turned. Zeus, he's got an M4 picked up to work with, and he's just toying with Olaf at this point in time. He's holding him off. And Simple's waiting, and Guardian's got to go. AWP for Guardian as well, and Simple's not moving at all. Spotted already, damage done. Simple goes back out. Now Olaf gets Zeus, but it's all for naught because Simple's so far removed, and the top bomb's ticking so fast. And again, performance in the next few days, but if James was the one to be coming in and he's on the off, does Simple go back to a rifle? So
you can see what he can do.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can see exactly why that may not be a concern for them after all. Smoked off, Nico won't be able to catch anyone transitioning inside of the site. Zeus holds to make sure no one will push through the backside of it, and Edward will cross it. He has to, and he has to go now because the smoke's already down. He needs to get the bomb planted. You've pointed out the obvious at this point in time. It's everyone on the CT side over toward B, and Op, AUG, UMP with a kit. Armor on all three. We've his position. Simple, that was fast. Nico was barely around the corner. Electronic spots out Rain, tries to spray it through, but it actually goes against him. So the M4 winning, and that clears out the front of the site. Everyone else wants to work in from connector. Rain, he's got to play backside of triple, and Guardian sets a crossfire with him on the AWP. Reverse firebox, flash mistimed, and Rain might get caught by Zeus jumping, knows he's low. Got the call from Electronic that he'd already tagged him on top of the ladder, so it's all on Guardian yet again.
First advantage Faze have had in some time here. Guardian does hit the shot, but doesn't quite get the frag, but he denies the plan. That's what they needed. Faze with a clean round there, courtesy of...
Press upon the A site still. Nico waits, covers it off. Don't forget that Rain wants to slide back out. Nico, he's got Guardian to support him. Easy collection, smoke down. They were standing in it. Fantastic shot, though, from Electronic, at least to get back in. Flamey, he overlooked it. He looked under the shadow. He knew that Rain was somewhere nearby, but on the other side.
True, good point. 30 seconds though. Guardian doesn't need anything like a radar. He's got that scope, and it seems to be hitting absolutely everything right now. Speaking of which, Navi doing a great job here. Olaf Meister looking to deny the plant, can't do it, but gets the frag. It's a 2 versus 2. Zeus and Flamey defend off Guardian and Olaf Meister. They have a kit and smoke.
Still trying to find the shot on A-Main. They've overlooked the fact that Zeus came back out again on the op. He's got the op rolling in his hands. Maybe that's the call. Guardian can't hit the headshot, does spot Flamey though, working in toward Tetris, but a quick switch catches them out, and Navi pull it back. With them earlier at the start of the last week, basically said it's allowing CTs to take duels to hold angles that you formerly couldn't. Well, if you're not going to have utility and you don't have that gun, you're back to square one.
Well, it's a 4-4 for now. 40 seconds remain. There's almost nothing to defend here, and Olaf Meister misses a key shot that gives up his position, but it might funnel them towards A. Nico does step in and take Simple down, at least keeping him on a leash, but now this is where it becomes really testing for them. He hits the shot, but it's not going to be enough.
He'll still try for more. Bomb down, he might have to consider giving it up on the AWP. He still couldn't collect Flamey as he jumped back across. Third time a charm?
Not quite.
He wants to clip his wings, but he can't quite get there. Flamey, that's on 23, just waiting to hold it. Molotov down, flanks on. This is still a possibility for Faze. Swarming on the site. The HP's leveled out. Rain gets one, traded off. Edward inside. Rain's gonna swing it back. He finds all three. And is there time? There certainly is. He'll find. Thought it was because they were gonna check it. It's because they were trying to slow down and not make noise to main. They go with their back turn. Edward gave himself up. Guardians taking it into his own hands. Electronic again, the one to put him back down. Secondary opera winning out, but this time 2 for Guardian. And bomb still gets planted. 18 HP, the AWP will hold Adren. Flamey was going to push through. He could have easily been inside of the window room already.
They've got no idea. Olaf, does he check it? It's about this time you start to have your doubts, but Flamey's got the kill. And it's going to be a Dren in a 2 versus 1. He's got 4 kills to his name so far, can't get any more. And Navi have reset.
It desperately, but not really when he's in that position. He's gone all the way to the top horseshoe. They're going to get around him on catwalk, but if Olaf even slows them down slightly, he'll be all over them. That's not going to happen. Boost for Electronic. They're still waiting for the peak. Nico can still arrive. Guardian and a Dren slow them down. He's gotten in position, but he had his knife out.
No!
He had his knife out. He just barely got there in time. Edwards dropped, but Electronic catches Nico falling off the angle. He'd revealed too much. We're back into a 2-on-2. A Dren. Finally, they go to B, and we get into his victimhood because he's been picked on enough. He's had enough. And Simple finally puts him down. It's he versus Guardian. Rivals and foes, and who can mark the hour? This soul-sick friendship died because they go one-on-one to try and close out the half. Simple's tagged onto 6 HP, and Guardian, he's got the on. He's just barely got it in time. It had to be a kill. It is for Guardian.
He's waiting for them. It's Mr. Simple, and he'll spot a few coming out the apartments, but he's gone down very, very quickly.
Gone. Zeus trying to recover, wants to get back in. Flash already out. He's firing off all his ammo. He's stuck in a corner. They're not going to pursue him. Just contain. Just hold him because Rain's already got Edward. Not like anyone else was going to try and attack back, but Electronic eventually gets into a position of power. Or is that just an illusion? Because he's still covered off to try and work back in the site, and Nico, he seems to have a plan. He wants to go all the way around, get in behind Rain. He's got Electronic already, and Flamey's just waiting. Nico, his mind's not a well. It won't run dry. He goes all the way around. He's always got an idea. Every single...
But without much more than that, I don't think they'll rotate off this B side. They might as well stick to the guns here, and here comes the commitment.
Commitment with 3. Olaf already turning around. Flamey's caught him off. This is working out. It didn't work at all to try and sell the fake. Edwards got it. Bomb goes down.
Great play from Navi, but Faze.
He's going to.
That's insane.
This guy's got a match today. He's on for one. Oh, Nico, good response. I thought he got both because Nico was actually in the middle of the quick switch just prior. Yeah, it's nice to see some confidence from Flamey.
He wins that duel. The MP9 is such an underrated weapon, I think. At those sort of close to mid-range duels, it actually is so deadly with the fast rate of fire. Electronic handles it perfectly, gets an AK, and now it's a 4-on-2.
This precision from Navi today, this tactical play, no one's safe. Astralis and Liquid, everyone's looking at them, but that puts pressure on them, and let's see how they deal with it. I mean, sure, Astralis is no stranger to pressure, but is this the major where they just come up shy? Is this where Liquid trumps them? If Liquid themselves get caught off by MIBR, by Faze, by Navi, looks like Navi's taking care of Faze for them, but this is open. This is wide open. Electronic takes out Nico. Rain, he gets the trade, but again, it's he that finds himself alone. 10 seconds, has to commit to the bomb plant, and that is a rather welcome sign for Edward. He'll walk in and deny. It's actually a rotation. It's going to be all for naught. This will all go back over toward the A site. They realize now, as they spot Nico, Simple happened to see it through connector, that they were heading down catwalk. So Flamey's got to rush over there. Thankfully for his sake, it was Guardian that had the bomb. That's why they started the rotate in the first place. And he'll be there before it. Rain drops immediately. A Dren, he's back at T-Spawn. Guardian's not sure where to go. He knows he's lost the B site, and Zeus knows he's won the round. He knows exactly what's happening.
Oh, he rubs it in his face. That's unbelievable. He knows the round is over. It's good. Their way in, it's a tag already. Rain goes down to 21 HP. They've got nothing left to really work with here. A couple of flashbangs and a Molotov, and Zeus keeps finding kill after kill. 5-on-3 now. It's up to Guardian. I think we might be done here. They've got to tap out. There's nothing left as one player remains, and there it is. It's 2-0.